Look at Al! Look at Don! Look at Fog! Welcome back to Fog Wrestling. It is your 16th of January 2003 edition of Friday Night Smackdown. Go home show to the Royal Rumble. And what's the headline by? The funeral of Al Wilson.
The go home show, but it was technically a go home and stay home show for Al Wilson, as he will never be seen again. It was a good run for Al Wilson. He might have had a short amount of time on WWE television, but you know what? He's a more memorable character than most wrestlers are today, and I enjoyed Al Wilson's run more than most wrestlers today. So yeah, Al Wilson, a lot of people didn't like this, a lot of people shat over it. I wouldn't change it for the world. I thought, well, we got some really good moments in there. We had Taz and Michael Cole enjoying themselves week in, week out, making fun of this shit. And, you know, at the end of the day, guys, we can't just all have serious wrestling night in, night out. You need things like this to break up. And I enjoyed it. You know, you got Dawn Marie marrying someone who is like quadruple her age. Stepmother, stepdaughter match coming up in the future. Good stuff. And also, you got to see Dawn Marie and Tori Wilson. I guess this was SmackDown's version of some HLA. I thought it was a good storyline all round. So, yeah, you know what? Fair play to Al Wilson. Credit Al Wilson. Rest in peace, Al Wilson.
Yeah, rest in peace.
But the show must go on.
The show must go on, but we kick off with the recap of what happened. And it turns out Al actually did die. So damn, Dawn Marie here giving an Oscar-esque performance about the passing of her husband. She comes in, she hugs the guy beside the coffin. Big Al. Right. I don't understand what's going on here, because it pretty much gets opened, and then Taz is like, look at Don. And Michael's like, look at Al. It was so serious, and then it just turned from serious to absolutely taking the piss clean out of it. Do I like that? Here, I like them when they go, look at Al, look at Don.
Yeah,
not his fucking funeral.
Yeah, I think you need to pick a side and stick with it. Either you treat it with respect, seriously, like the guy has died, or you just treat it as a piss take.
Yeah, but talking of piss takes, but the Guerrero is taking on John Cena and B2 for the tag titles. Cena's rap was good, skinny like I'm in concentration camps. Yeah, my boy B2, pass me the mic, booyah. John's the man, alright? B2's
How good was it back in the day, though, when you could make concentration camp jokes, or you could talk about how these guys eat burritos, or they should be working at Taco Bell or mowing lawns, you know, or hopping borders. Stuff that just would not fly nowadays.
Yeah, you know, it's a TV show, Trips. Jokes were made. I do not understand why these things are out the possibility. About concentration camps. Come on. As for the match extremely sloppy. Eddie got injured at some point, concussed. Don't really know what happened. They rolled to the outside. And then Chavo.
Well, you know something's wrong when Chavo's winning clean. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Was there an audible called? Must have been. Was he telling Cena to get the fuck out the ring? I'm not pinning you. It has to be B2.
Possibly. Nice wee rhyme, though. Nice wee rap.
Oh, yeah. I like the ring. Anyway, B2 gets battered after the match. Big John and some new guy by the name of Red Dog. How long will this guy last?
Probably about 2 weeks.
It's not quite Road Dog, is it?
I actually had no idea this guy existed, so it'll be interesting to see how his career goes.
I thought it was B2 or B squared. I mean, I thought it was him for life, but turns out it's not. Up next, we've got
him for like a couple of months, but yeah, I get your point.
Up next, we've got Chris Benoit. He's talking about his family. I mean, every second line here, there's just a reference to the murder-suicide that he committed. You know, I've got to do it for my family, I've got to do it for my son, their sacrifices, my sacrifices. Life will not be worth it unless I win this title. All that talking, it's like, Jesus Christ, Benoit, son, reel it in. But, you know, is it poor for us to make light of what happened? Because I look at Benoit and I think, see if Benoit just continued to have the career that he did, I feel like I wouldn't look back at these promos with any sort of fucking, you know, like appeal. Like, they wouldn't entertain me as much almost if he didn't do it.
So what you're saying is Benoit got over by killing his family?
I'm actually going to go on a limb and say that. Am I weird for that?
Aye, I'd say so. Personally, I think you need to make light of this stuff because it would just be too awkward. We couldn't really sit here and praise Chris Benoit to the absolute maximum and not address what he done. Because what he done was a horrible thing. And it's almost like you have to make a little bit of light of it in order to, I think, talk about Benoit, because I don't personally believe that we could sit here and just say nice things about Benoit and just praise Benoit. To me, that wouldn't really work, because at the end of the day, what he did was horrible. So I think you have to address it, and at the same time, it's like you don't want to be totally doom and gloom. Unfortunately, Benoit's going to be known as the guy that killed his family. Nothing's going to change that.
Nothing's going to change it. No amount of shitey awards or 5-star matches that get dished out to Benoit 20 years from now for some reason are never going to change that. But Stephanie McMahon's out here on the stage, says that Undertaker's going to be at the Royal Rumble. Everybody wants Brock Lesnar and the Big Show to fight, but not tonight. Why does she keep setting herself up to fail, by the way? For the past 6 months, Stephanie McMahon's come out, promised us something, but then in the next line took it back and gets booed. She's supposed to be a face.
She thinks she's doing a better job than Eric Bischoff. I don't think so.
No, she's not. But tonight, Big Show A-Train against Brock Lesnar and a mystery partner. Bill DeMott defeats Rikishi up next. DeMott. Demote me for Fog Wrestling to
I get you on heat or something, or velocity.
No, what's Rikishi doing?
You can't string a sentence together.
What's Rikishi doing?
Yeah, so Rikishi tried to back that ass up, but I mean, he ended up on his ass, losing to Bill DeMott. A weird one. Bill DeMott picks up a not so clean victory, just like Rikishi's underpants. But at the end of the day, it's, Bill DeMott's on a winning run. He keeps that winning run going. He didn't get a clean victory, but he came out of the match looking stronger, I guess, than Rikishi. And we're going to hear the same shit. I guarantee you, Rikishi will come out at the Rumble, and the commentators will put over that he's like the favourite for the match. But I mean, how can Rikishi be the favourite? When was the last meaningful win that Rikishi got?
Must have been
the most meaningful win I can remember Rikishi getting is against Billy and Chuck.
Yeah,
in terms of a single win, like when was the last time the guy felt like a formidable force?
I mean, we're talking, I'd say 2001, early 2001 at that. Because of course he got injured.
Since the brand split, Rikishi's been a job guy.
He's been a job guy, but talking about being able to speak English, Funaki's up next.
Did you do that on purpose, sir?
Aye, I did. You like that one? Number one announcer.
Number one.
Funaki, you don't speak English.
Funaki, Hong, Kamaksa, back with Matade, Shana, what more? Version 1.
How are you number one promoter on SmackDown when you cannot speak English?
But again, this is good for Matt Hardy. But this is just something that I don't think would fly today either.
No, Shelton Benjamin would cry about it.
Even though Nakamura, right? I actually kind of like Nakamura's broken English promos, but look at Io Sky. How many times does she either have Dakota Kai speak for her, or we get the subtitles? What would be wrong with a woman saying to Io Sky, like, shut up, you can't even speak English? It's the truth.
Yeah, no, there'd be nothing wrong with it, but there's a big brawl between everyone here. Shannon Moore looking incredibly small.
Like, hold on, no. Say if John Cena was wrestling in China or whatever, and he's learning his Chinese, but he hasn't done a very good job of it, and he's like basic Chinese, and like some Chinese wrestler says, "What? Shut up, John Cena! You can't even speak Chinese. You don't speak the Mandarin." Like, would we get upset about that?
No.
No?
I don't get it. It's just the evil white man.
I just don't understand. Like, I mean, if you can't speak good English, I think that's a fair insult.
Another Japanese guy's up next. We've got Tajiri taking on Nunzio. Nunzio defeats him. It was an alright match. I think his finisher's a bit weak though.
Yeah, weird finisher. Nunzio wins with like a springboard armbreaker. I've just never seen an armbreaker win a match. I mean, normally it's a move that you would be doing to like set up an arm kind of submission. I find it hard for an arm. I think if an arm move's going to finish a match, it's got to be a submission. Surely a finisher has to be like something to the head, or something to the back, or something to the gut. You know, like
it's like the definition of a transitional move.
Like, would this not be like someone doing a dragon screw?
Yeah,
and getting a pin.
But I guess it's on Tajiri. It's not like he's beat Brock Lesnar with it.
Well, I can't imagine Nunzio will be picking up many wins against Brock Lesnar, but I get your point.
I get your point. Right, John Cena's up next with Josh Matthews. Cuts like a 5-minute rap promo. I thought it was good.
I was like, John Cena's getting better and better.
He didn't know how to end it though, did he?
No, he didn't.
He kept going on. And
but dogs. Litter.
Dogs bark. Yeah. Barks on a tree.
Yeah, get the collar.
Yeah, it's
collar,
all about me at the
the
Royal Rumble. That's plenty of fun.
Anyway, you say John Cena won't be the breakout star in 2003. I'm gonna disagree. I think by the end of 2003 we're gonna see a new star.
Alright, Big John.
His name is John Cena.
Right, Brock Lesnar then enters the GM office. Stephanie McMahon was on the phone with Shane O'Mac. Brock said he doesn't need a tag team partner, but she's like, I want to protect my investment. I don't know, Stephanie's not doing it for me anymore.
If you really want to protect your investment, why would you have this match to begin with?
She then says she wants Brock to beat Big Show and win the Rumble.
Why? A bit favouritism there.
Favouritism, but Brock will have a partner, and that partner is Rey Mysterio.
It just doesn't make sense to me why Steph would want Brock to win the Rumble. I get her wanting a SmackDown guy to win the Rumble, but why Brock?
Yeah, I don't get it. Rey defeats...
Or maybe, unless she was trying to get on board with the whole, yeah, I get it, you were screwed, Brock, and you deserve to have that title back. I mean, maybe that's what she was getting at.
Maybe. Then we have Rey Mysterio beating A-Train in about, less than a minute?
Yeah, look, for me, this is a dumb move. I would say A-Train's push is done.
Yeah.
And already, Big Show and A-Train, yeah, they might be a formidable force in the tag team division, but see, in terms of any hope of A-Train being a legitimate threat, even in the upper mid-card scene, I think it's done here. And also, you got Big Show taking on Brock, and I know Big Show technically bailed from the match, right, and retreated. But you've got Big Show and Brock, right, and a winner gets into the Royal Rumble. We know how fucking dominant Brock's been in 2002. Can we at least try and pretend that Big Show's a match for him? You got Heyman saying that, Brock Lesnar, you can't beat the Big Show. Does anyone believe that?
No.
How easy did Brock and Rey Mysterio defeat these two? Way too easy, in my opinion.
It was way too easy.
Up next, we have Funaki versus Matt Hardy. It was version 1 versus number 1 announcer. And Funaki actually put up a pretty good fight here. Competitive match with Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy, in the end, needing a very dodgy looking spot with Shannon Moore to get the victory here over Funaki. I mean, I'm not quite sure why Funaki was booked like Hulk Hogan in this one, but he was for some reason. If Matt Hardy can't win a clean victory over Funaki, then he's in trouble.
Well, let me tell you something about the little Jap, brother. He was booked pretty strong, just like Pearl Harbor. He was. Tajiri was booked strong, but he couldn't get the match done, couldn't he?
Funaki was booked strong, but he's built like a toothpick, so therefore he didn't win.
A little help from Mo. I need a wee bit more help, but we did it. Matt Hardy then slaps him. I did it. Then we got the finale, so to speak, of the funeral. Tori Wilson comes in. It goes all silent. She goes up to the grave. Oh, not the grave, the open casket. It's more a wake, isn't it, than a funeral? Well, no, I guess it is kind of a funeral.
Wake, funeral, same thing.
Shite, jobby, right. Then Dawn Marie goes up to her, blames Tori Wilson off for this, you know.
What are you doing here? You broke his heart. You killed him.
He died of a broken heart because of you, Tori.
Broken heart? I mean, his heart gave out because he was having so much sex. That's pretty much the reason.
His fucking arse fell out his trousers right in the hotel room.
Yeah, so she then slaps Tori, said, how dare you, shouldn't even be here. Tori then looks at her father, and I guess she's looking for forgiveness. Then she slaps Dawn Marie. Dawn Marie falls into the casket, and the casket like kind of snaps in half, and it's like kind of awkward. Imagine if this guy really was dead. And then Dawn Marie, while Tori Wilson is crying, asking Al for forgiveness, but he ain't going to forgive anybody because he did, gets smacked in the back of the head with a phase from Dawn Marie, and it shatters, and then we just see Tori laying on the floor, and the phase like shatters into pieces, and something that lands on Al Wilson, and it's like, god damn. God damn son of a bitch. So yeah, I mean, this is better than any wrestling match these two are going to do. Like, why do people bury this sort of story? This story's been going on for months. Long-term booking. Yeah. Steph McMahon, who's not the writing team, but whoever's right this, I would describe this as cooking. It's made two women who can't work a fucking match actually one of the best things on the show. Yes or no? Yeah, but like, I don't know, going into the Royal Rumble, I'm like, I want to see this match. And spoiler alert, it was pretty shit, but like, the story got you interested in the match.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be like, oh, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Don Marie versus Tori Wilson, but yeah, that's what this story done.
But here we are. Anyway, main event time. Kurt Angle, Team Angle, Benoit, Edge, 2-on-3 handicap match. I just don't care. I don't
like this. I think Team Angle should have come in and got some wins against jabronis. I mean, straight away, you're putting Team Angle in a handicap match, and what that's telling me is that these two aren't good enough. Therefore, if it was one of them with Angle, Angle would have the handicap, so he needs to team up with both of them. The fact that it's Team Angle versus Benoit and Edge, and it's an even enough match, just tells me that Team Angle are not that good.
And again, another match where Benoit and Angle get their hands on each other. It's like, how many times are these two going to have a match? Well, guess what, guys? 3 days, they'll have another one, but...
Yeah.
Edge in the Rumble. Can he win it? Who's your favourite for the Rumble before we talk about this match in more detail? I know we know Brock wins, spoiler alert, but who would you say is it is Brock, isn't it?
I mean, well, first of all, we don't know if Brock's in it.
We don't.
Because he needs to beat the Big Show.
50-50. No, but...
50-50 chance. Shawn Michaels and Jericho are entering first and second, so you've got to rule them out. I mean, is Batista someone that you're looking at as a big favourite here? Could Batista...
I wouldn't say so. Kane's a bit flat these days. He's not... Edge, I would say. Booker T.
Never gonna stop me. Never gonna stop.
No, but Booker T gets the Mania match anyway, so why couldn't he win the Rumble?
Coulda.
He coulda, shoulda, woulda. But yeah, Benoit's battering Kurt's knee. I read something that Kurt Angle in the whole year of 2003 only did like 27 matches. Compared to like 100 and something the year before. Like 189 the year before. That's a bit mental, but yeah, Team Angle pull Kurt out the ring for the save, and Team Angle wins by disqualification because the crutch was getting smacked into his knee. Smackdown went off the air. I thought it was a pretty lackluster show, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure he won because he wouldn't let go of the crossface.
Crossface, crutch, shite jobby. The match didn't do it for me.
No.
And what I think we need is Angle against Brock. I'm looking forward to that. Mania, then SummerSlam. The Iron Man match. Are you not excited for that? Benoit's run his course. Maybe Raven's fucking right. Quote the Raven nevermore. Didn't like him.
Yeah, Raven saying that Benoit he wasn't the greatest worker. He could do the moves and he could sell, but he never gave you a chance to breathe. And I mean,
he's never given us a chance to breathe. Didn't give Daniel a chance neither. But I mean, come on, look at the see in terms of active people on the roster, who's had more matches against each other? Forget about house shows. It's Angle and Benoit.
Yeah, definitely.
Hands down.
I mean, I like Benoit, but there's a period where him and Jericho wouldn't stop facing each other, and him and Angle wouldn't stop facing each other.
Yeah.
And for me, I think when Angle and Benoit face each other, you're getting a similar match. It's not like Michaels Triple H, where you feel like they can put on different types of matches.
Yeah.
I think when it's Benoit and Angle, it's the same technical wrestling style.
It is. Will we give it the same rating as Raw? Raw got a 6. I'm going to give it a 5.
Oh God, I'll give it a 6. I mean, I thought it was alright. I mean, not a big difference between Raw and SmackDown, to be honest.
Vince McMahon, there's your difference.
That was the big difference.
Is that your half a point?
Probably is.
Aye.
I think if you take Vince McMahon out the equation, though, SmackDown was slightly edged it.
But you can't take McMahon out the equation, damn
But you can't take Al Wilson out the equation because he's dead.
He's dead. He's titty breed. Till next time, peace.